Hello dear colleagues and friends, welcome to BST online webinar number 16. The topic of our new webinar is advantages of BST that make a difference. In this webinar we are going to compare BST company with other companies and describe different factors that differ BST from other suppliers. And also another name of the webinar is what factors to consider when getting a drilling rig. So we will consider different issues which you need to take into account when you plan to buy a new drilling rig. So let us begin. Here you can see the plan of our webinar. So you can see all of the advantages of BST company here. Number 1, local availability. Number 2, long service life. Number 3, lifetime customer support. Number 4, spare part availability. Number 5, free training program. Number 6, commissioning support. There will be conclusion and contacts. So let us begin, dear friends. So here you can see the picture, which rig to select. Actually, why did I decide to make this webinar and describe all advantages of BST company? Recently, we have received a lot of questions from our clients who present different drilling rigs of other brands, for example, which you can see on the left. And I would like to compare these drilling rigs with drilling rigs of BST. And they say, look, Dennis, this drilling rig costs only $10,000 and it can drill up to 100-120 meters. And your drilling rig costs $36,000 if we consider drilling rig GBU 30L, and it is the approximate price of the rig if you buy it in Zambia, for example, in the city of Lusaka. It is the final landing price. And they are asking me, so what is the difference? Why should I buy your drilling rig, which is almost 3 times more expensive, if I can buy another one made in China, India, or in another country, which costs only $10,000? So my main idea, which I would like to tell you, is that when you select a drilling rig, the price is not the only factor that you need to consider, right? At the same time, I would like to mention that this webinar is not a technical comparison of these 2 rigs. However, if you want me to do this technical comparison, so you can write this request and you can send me different specifications and quotations of similar drilling rig and I can prepare it for you. But my main idea, what we want to explain in this webinar, why you should pay this amount of $36,000 for our drilling rig GBU 30L. So you are asking, why is your drilling rig so expensive? In this webinar, I am going to explain you why. So I will give you justification of our price. Because yes, we understand that BST drilling rigs are more expensive, but still it is worth buying these machines, and also I will give explanation why you should do this. And also I would like to share one very important thought for you. So these both models, let us say, they exist on the market, okay? And each model has its own niche, each group of customers which are ready to pay this amount of money. Meaning that we are not saying that this rig is better or this rig is worse. Always each person selects which drilling rig he wants to choose, he wants to buy. There will be always a specific niche, a specific group of people who will always be buying only the drilling rig with the price of $10,000. They will never be ready to buy a more expensive drilling rig. And it's okay, we understand this, but still, if you do not want to go for a compromise, if you want to try something better, state-of-the-art technology, why not? Maybe you will like it and you will see much more benefits from it. So, this is my main idea and the main idea of this webinar. So, dear friends, let's start with advantages of BST company. Advantage number one, it's local availability. You know that currently we have a new business model and we do not supply drilling rigs from Russia to African countries individually, to each individual and separate client. We have a dealer in each country, and this dealer is responsible for reselling drilling rigs. For this reason, we always have drilling rigs in stock in each country. So this is the big advantage of our organization. You can come to our office, to the warehouse, and you can pay money in your local currency and collect the rig immediately after you complete 100% payment. So there is no waiting period. You do not need to wait for delivery from another country, from Russia. You just go to the stock and you buy the rig like you do your normal shopping of food every day. So for you there is no risk. Yes, it's always also very important. You do not bear the risk of waiting for the product for which you have already paid. So as an example, I can show you one video. Recent video. It's our office in Côte d'Ivoire. This is the director of the office, Mr. Saad Daoudi, and he is describing which drilling rigs we have in stock. So this is the supply from our last batch. We delivered two big containers, 40 feet containers, and right now we are selling these drilling rigs in stock in Côte d'Ivoire. These models include GBU 30L and GBU 15LP portable drilling rigs. Now let us move on, and we move to advantage number two, which is long service life. So, dear friends, I would like to note one thing. When you buy a drilling rig, you are not buying it for entertainment, right? So obviously, what is the reason you are buying the drilling rig? It is obvious that you are buying it in order to earn money, okay? Yes, it is true. So for this reason, such terms as cheap drilling rig or expensive drilling rig, they are not relevant in this issue, because it is not a TV set. When you can buy an old-fashioned TV set, you know, with a big screen, I mean thick screens, and when you can buy a modern state-of-the-art TV set, like a very fancy one, which will be more expensive. When you get a drilling rig, it does not work like this, unfortunately. Because when you get a drilling machine, you need to understand you are making an investment. And basically there are two main factors which you need to consider when you buy a new drilling machine. Number one, it's the payback period. And number two, amount of net income afterwards, which you will be getting after you complete payback period of your drilling rig. But let me explain. What is the payback period? Payback period is the duration of time during which you will be able to earn the amount of money which you have already spent for to buy the drilling machine. Okay? For example, the price of the drilling rig is $36,000, and each month you earn, for example, $5,000. So meaning that if you divide 36,000 by 5,000, it means that approximately after 7 months you will be able to fully return the money that you spent for investment of your machine. And number two, after you complete paying back your drilling rig, so what is the amount of net income that you plan to receive afterwards? Ask this question. For example, if you buy a cheaper drilling rig with the price of $10,000, what amount are you going to get? So you need to consider how durable it will be, if you will get some customer support, if you will have any downtime. So all of these factors, they really matter. So you need to understand it very well. And I need to say that drilling rigs produced by BST company are really durable. So they can run for 7-10 years, which really will reduce your replacement costs. So, and it's a very big amount of time. For example, on this picture, you can see a drilling rig which we have supplied to Latin America. It was about 4 years ago, and the client has shared this picture, and he says that this drilling rig has been in operation already for 3 years. And it is not the only example. We have many clients who give very similar results. Not only 3 years, but so let me show you the video from our client in United Arab Emirates. So this is the client from the UAE. We have supplied to him drilling rig SBU Your B Mini, and he is operating this machine on construction of artificial islands in the UAE, in Dubai. And the supply was made in 2019, and it means that now he is running this rig for almost 5 or 6 years. And it is a really big advantage. It's a really long period of time. Here you can see all of the details of our company, and you can understand that BST drilling rigs, they really last long, for 7-10 years, but of course you need to do proper maintenance. Okay, I have a question to you. I have a question. For example, if you buy a more expensive drilling rig with a price of $36,000, and also you buy a less expensive drilling rig with a price of $10,000. What if the payback period will be the same? Let us say you run your cheap drilling rig, and then you will earn money, so which you have spent to buy this machine after 7 months, and the same will be done with the drilling rig GBU 30L with the price of $36,000, because if you run it on a daily basis, you will be able to accept more challenging projects. Also, you will have less downtime period because of higher quality. You will have a very qualified training, so meaning that during the same period of time you will be able to earn more money. So the payback period, for example, let us say it will be the same, 6 or 7 months. So the question, why should you buy a less expensive drilling rig? Because after 7 months, no matter how much money you will spend, $10,000 or $36,000, after 7 months, so they will be fully paid back. You will recover this amount of money, but only with one big difference. If you buy a cheap drilling rig, let us say cheap drilling rig, okay, so you will not be sure that you will be able to earn a lot of money in the future in a stable way, because this rig might be not reliable, it may have some downtime problems, the support may be not very qualified, probably you will not get spare parts on time, etc. But if you buy a drilling rig which will be more expensive, also after 7 months you will get the payback period, so it will be fully paid back. But you will start running it and get the net profit every week, every month, and you will be able to generate a bigger amount of money actually. So think about it, because it's really an investment project. And I'm saying all of the time that BST drilling rigs are more durable and long-lasting. But why? The answer to this question is very simple. So one of the reasons is that we are using more expensive components. These components which are included in the drilling rig, so they cost more money, but at the same time they are more durable. We use durable metal, we use more durable engines, rotary heads, and also other details from which the drilling rig consists of. And this is an inevitable reason why our drilling rig is more expensive. Yes, it is more expensive because it consists of more expensive components, but finally, it will be an advantage for you. Why, are you asking? For example, maybe if you consider the period of 1 or 2 years, yes, if you buy the cheap drilling rig with the price of $10,000, I cannot fight with you, I cannot dispute. Maybe it will perform its function, but for 1 year, maybe for 2 years, but inevitably these low-grade components will be torn off. So there will be, physical tear down of these components. They cannot last long. They cannot last long because there are no miracles in this world. You know, if you pay the price of 10,000, you cannot expect that the rig will serve you for 10 years. Otherwise, everybody would be buying such machines and would be absolutely happy, you know. But still, it is one of the options. You pay money, $10,000 for the drilling rig, but you should be ready that after 1 or 2 years, the drilling rig will be broken. It will not be able to continue its operation anymore, because you will have to replace one thing, another thing, the third thing, and then it will make no sense to replace any components. The drilling rig will be fully down, okay? So it is one of the options to do business, actually, if you are not able to pay a big amount of money. You replace your drilling rig every 1 or 2 years. For example, you buy the rig, the payback period may be 6 months, maybe 1 year, I do not know. Then starting from the second year, you get net profit. But what happens? Once the payback period is over and you start enjoying getting money, getting net income from your investment, the drilling rig is down. The drilling rig is down, and it is really disappointing. It is really disappointing. You need to repair the rig every time, and when you see that it makes no sense, you have to buy a new one. But are you ready? Are you ready to accept such business model when you have to replace your drilling rig every 1 or 2 years? Maybe for some business models it makes sense, but if you buy a drilling rig from BST, so the business model will be different. Our drilling rigs, they do last longer, up to 5, 7, 10 years of operation. It depends on how you complete your maintenance, because maintenance is really important. So imagine that once the payback period is over for GBU 30L, it may be 6 months if you are successful, it may be 1 year, it's okay. But once this period is over, you will be getting net profit for many years ahead, and you will not need to buy a new every rig, new rig every 1 or 2 years. It's the real advantage. And our company is very transparent, and we have a lot of videos at our YouTube channel where we show all of our components and the factory, and you can just make online tour at our factory and check how we produce our drilling machines, what are they made of. So this is the video exactly from the factory. So here you can see how we produce the mast. Different videos about the tools, the rotary heads. All of these video materials are available at our BST YouTube channel. I will send the link in the description of this video, and so you can watch this video, which is called "What does BST drilling rig consist of? Detailed overview." you can check it yourself, okay? Because our company, as I told you, we are really want to be very clear, very transparent for the client, and we show to you how we produce our drilling rigs. Isn't it great? I think it's a very, very big advantage, and you can just, with a click of your mouse, you can find yourself in Russia, in the city of Chelyabinsk, at our factory, and check every single detail, and see what our drilling rigs are made of. So I think it's a really good advantage. It's a big advantage that we have in BST. So when you buy a cheaper drilling rig, I am just asking you to bear in mind all of these questions, and you need to make your own analysis in your head before you make a decision which drilling rig to select. And now we move to next advantage of BST company, number 3, which is called lifetime customer support. Lifetime customer support. So, I would like to tell you, dear friends, that when we supply a drilling rig to our clients, we do not just give you some piece of metal. We do not give you only piece of metal. It's not enough. And we understand this. We want to keep in touch with our clients on many issues on different stages during drilling rig commissioning, operations, spare parts, because we know for sure that the customer will have questions, definitely. Questions about maintenance, questions about training, maybe about some defects. It's the equipment, everything can happen. About drilling issues. And what is important, BST is always ready to discuss these questions with the client. We will never disappear. We will be there for you, communicating with you by different means of communication. And actually there are two main methods, which you can see on this slide. Method number 1 is visit our local offices in Africa for personal assistance. As you know, in each country where we have our offices, we have a warehouse, we have a local director. You can come to our local office and you can explain what is your question, what is your inquiry, and we will be happy to listen to you. And method number 2, it is a new one. It is like know-how made by BST. It's called BST WhatsApp groups. For each country, we have a separate WhatsApp group. And in this WhatsApp group, we combine all clients from this country who are interested in drilling rigs. Not only in BST drilling rigs, but basically who are interested in the drilling operations. And I would like to show you these groups. So, for example, here, this is the WhatsApp group for Tanzania, you can see. There's the contact details of our office in Tanzania. And you can see the number of members, 259. This is the group from Kenya. In Kenya, we have more than 500 members. Can you imagine? 500 people who are interested in drilling rigs. They are gathered together in this group, and every person can send their question, as you can see right here. We are sharing some news. We share some expertise from BST, provide some good discounts. Every customer has the right to send questions. For example, here is the question, how much? And this is the answer to the questions. This is the rig from Zambia, BST group in Zambia, AgroSource Investments Limited. By the way, it's the strategic partner of BST company with the director, Mr. Davison Lunenso. Here we have almost 400 people. And what are the advantages of these groups in WhatsApp? The main advantage is that when you buy a drilling rig, and if you do not want to go to the local office in Africa, you can send your question to this WhatsApp group immediately and get the immediate answer to your question. It's really convenient and it's really transparent, meaning that if you have any question, even any defect, any failure, you will get support from BST company 100%. We will not be able to go away and to hide from you, because these groups are created in each country where we have a local office, and it's really convenient, it's very transparent and very quick. Yes, and ask yourself a question. If you decide to buy a cheaper drilling rig with the price of 10,000 US dollars, are you going to get the same customer support of the same level? Think about it. What is more important, we provide an exclusive bonus for all of our clients. Exclusive bonus, we give lifetime support from BST Chief Driller. Yes, in our company we have a chief driller with the experience of more than 10 years, and no matter what will happen on your drilling site, we will be able to give you a technical advice on what to do in this or that situation. Yes, so we will give advice not only about the drilling rig operation. Also, we can provide for you our expertise related to the drilling activity. Yes, it's really very important, and so you do not need, to pay a huge amount of money. You just send your question if it happened with you, with your drilling machine, if you are located on the drilling site, for example, if the soil collapsed, or maybe you lost some pipes in the borehole. There can be different questions during the drilling process. You can send your question to this WhatsApp group and get an immediate reply. Maybe within 30 minutes, within 1 hour, BST will send you a qualified advice from BST Chief Driller. So this is one of the benefits that you get from BST when you buy a drilling machine. Now we are moving on, and the next advantage of BST company is spare part availability. Yes, for sure. I'm convinced that availability of spare parts in your local country, in your city, is very vital. It's very critical, because once you are out of some maybe bits or pipes or something else, you will not be able to continue running your drilling machine. And the good news which I have to you, when we supply every drilling rig, we already include the minimal spare part kit. So no matter which drilling rig model you are getting from BST, you already will receive the minimum scope of supply of the spares, which will be which you can use maybe for 6 months, for 12 months, so they will be yours already. But of course, in each country we collect extra spare parts which we have always in stock. For example, we will have pipes, we will have different bits, 3-blade bit, PDC bits, swivels, different components for auger drilling, motor pumps, and we will be listening, and already we are listening to the client's needs in each country, and thus after some time we collect the most standard parts which have high demand among our clients. So we pay special attention to this issue. And not only we aim to collect the standard parts in our warehouses. For example, if there is some defect of a very specific part in your drilling rig, we can arrange urgent delivery of this part by air. Of course, so if it is the fault of the client, you will have to pay for it. If it falls under warranty, BST will replace it using its own resources for free. And for example, if you need to get some specific part not urgently, we can just include it to the next batch, which will go with the next container to the specific country. But no matter if it is urgent or not urgent, if you need the spare part, we will always supply this part for you. But as for the standard parts with the high demand, we will always have them in stock in each warehouse of each country. And again, so remembering the option with the cheap drilling rig, ask yourself, if you get the drilling machine from your vendor, is he going to give you the same level of spare part availability? You just need to ask him this question just for you to be sure that you can get anything that you want from stock if you get this drilling rig from him. And just check the video again with our office in Côte d'Ivoire. So here you can see the spares. It's the BST own office in Abidjan. All of these parts, they are in stock, beads, pipes, PDC beads, also different swivels, gear pumps. All of them are in stock, and different tires for the trailers. All of them are in stock, and every client can approach our office and get everything that he wants, not only the immediate, I mean the spare part kit, which is included already in his scope of supply, but you can get something extra after some period of operation. So definitely this is one of the biggest advantages of BST company. But let us move on. Now the next advantage of BST is free training program. Definitely, I'm sure that training is one of the most important question. Many customers, they are asking what kind of training you provide before you get a drilling rig, because if you do not have any experience in operating of a drilling machine, the issue of training is really very important. And I can tell you that here we even created some kind of program, because there are different steps, different categories. Step number one, it's online training. And why do we provide training? So without training, the clients they cannot run the rig efficiently. Yes, so we provide together with our partners such as AgroSource, we provide comprehensive training program to ensure that the clients get most out of their drilling rigs. And the first block, it's online training. As I already mentioned, we have many online videos at BST YouTube channel. How to commission the rig, how to operate the rig. We have exclusive videos of the drilling machines which are operating in the real site conditions. So, and you can check this video at our YouTube page. So this is our YouTube channel, BST Drilling Rigs from Russia. Here you can see a lot of different videos, and one of the exclusive videos is the operation of the drilling rig in the field. So for example, let us take the drilling rig GBU 15LP, drilling machine, and we created this video for purpose. We delivered the machine to the real site where we were drilling a real borehole, and at this stage we were able to record this video and provide very detailed explanations how the rig operates, and all of these explanations are made from A till Z. So it's really very important, and you can listen to all of these explanations. So here you can check. So this is the stage number 1, how we prepare videos which are devoted to the real-life drilling of BST drilling rigs. This is the process of assembly of the GBU 15LP. And on the background, there is background explanation where I explain every step of the operation, and which is what is important, that it is not test drilling, it's the real life drilling. It's the real life drilling. Now it's the preparation stage, and let's skip and go to the operation. So this is the operation of the drilling rig. So dear friends, meaning that if you never operated a drilling rig, it's not a problem, because BST company has many online materials which you can access in order to understand generally how it works. Number 2, block number 2, it's offline training. So this block already refers to our local offices in each country. What we provide. So if you want some workshops, if you want some demonstrations, if you want some practical operation and maintenance of the machine, then you can approach our office in Zambia, in Kenya, in Tanzania, and local staff of BST, local team, they will arrange such type of training for you. Also, as you know, we have ambassadors. Ambassador is a technical person. It is actually a driller with a very big experience. And what we do when the first batch of drilling rigs arrive in each country, the ambassador has the obligation to arrange a demo drilling, demonstration drilling. It is arranged on a free basis, and all people who are interested will visit this demonstration, which is free, in order to understand how the drilling rig operates and gain some knowledge. But if you want some personal workshops, also it can be done. Block number 3, customized training. This type of training refers that if the customer has some specific needs, for example, on-site training, training for specific models, or refresher courses for experienced operators. All of such tasks may be fulfilled for you. And block number 4, it is also very important. It is called ongoing support. So, meaning when you run the drilling rig, when you operate it in the normal regime, so sooner or later, still you will have some questions. For example, technical support, hotline, online resources or documentation regarding the rig. Also, we provide to you best rig operation and drilling practices. And as I mentioned, we provide online and offline expert advice on drilling issues. So these are the recommendations from BST Chief Driller. And all of this type of training is available. If you are interested to get a free training program, because I tell you, most of these blocks, they are provided free of charge. Online training, ongoing support, customized training. For some, of course, you have to pay. For example, if you want that BST to arrange a personal workshop, a minimal charge may apply for workshop or for on-site training, for demonstration, for workshop, in order to cater administration expenses. But most of the blocks regarding training, they are provided free, especially our big resource on the YouTube platform. All of these videos are free of charge. As for the ongoing support, what we are going to implement very soon, we will create a closed group on some platform, WhatsApp or Telegram, and people will have access to this group on a very small fee, subscription fee. So you need to subscribe to this closed group, but what you will receive in return, you will get access to the best rig operation and drilling practices. You will get advice from your peers, from your colleagues who run similar drilling rigs, and of course you will provide premium technical support and hotline service from BST company as a priority. So think about it, because this service will be arranged very, very soon. And generally, by providing comprehensive training to our clients, BST Russia and our partner AgroSource and local representatives, we aim to ensure that the customer can operate their drilling rigs safely, efficiently, and effectively. And as an example, I can show you also one video. So this is the video with our clients from Ghana. They visited BST company a long time ago. So this is one of the examples of training which we give. So we can take the clients to the real site objects in Russia. For example, if you are interested to buy a big drilling rig mounted on truck and you consider different training options, one of the options, you can come to visit Russia, better during the during spring or autumn, because it is warm, there is no snow, and it is very convenient to drill, to provide different services regarding training. So now you can see that we took our clients from Ghana to the real site, and we are completing drilling on the model URB 2A2. It is mounted on a KAMAZ truck. So we show the clients each step of the drilling process. They may approach the experienced drillers. Every time they will explain all details of the operation, how to connect the pipes, how to use the control panels, how to do installation of the casing pipes. All of these questions are discussed by our experienced drillers. So this is the drilling site. So if you are interested, yes, and also you can see that the clients try to operate the rig independently on their own after this workshop. Yes, so the operator explains how to do it, and after some time the client tries to operate the rig independently after gaining this knowledge, but of course under supervision of the experienced operator who is standing close to him and observes how he controls the unit. So all of these steps are real, and we implement all of these advantages, so we do not just show it on our online presentation, but this is what we do. This is what we normally do in our operations. And there are multiple videos at our YouTube channel, which you can open anytime, and where you can see all of these advantages from BST company. But okay, let us move on. And now we will discuss such advantage of BST organization as commissioning support. Commissioning support, what is this? If you buy complex equipment such as URB 2A2 mounted on KAMAZ Ural trucks, or maybe equipment such as SBU URB Mini, which I have shown you before in the United Arab Emirates. Of course, it makes sense to commission the drilling rig, and BST what can offer to you. We can send a team from Russia, commissioning team, which will spend 1 or 2 weeks approximately at your site, so in your country. And what we are going to do, the team will complete, of course, number one, drilling rig commissioning. So they will prepare the rig for operation. They will make sure that all of the components are proper, they are ready to start operation. Next, the team will drill several test or real boreholes. So you just instruct where you want to perform drilling. It can be a test borehole, it can be a real borehole, and so the BST will complete drilling of this borehole for you. And the next step, of course, the BST team, technical team, will train the customer's team. So BST will provide training, and after some period of time your team will start operating the rig itself under supervision of BST. And the picture which you can see here, it's the example how BST provided commissioning of your B2D3 in the United Arab Emirates. So this is the Abu Dhabi city in the UAE, a real desert. So our team arrived in the premises of our client just to complete commissioning of the rig. It was very quick during the period of 1 week. Yes, only 1 week was necessary to complete all of the tasks. And you can check it yourself. So the composition of the team included hydraulic specialist, then there was a drilling rig operator, and the coordinator. So as a coordinator, I traveled with the team, so totally our team consisted of 3 people. So this is the premises of the client, of his yard where he keeps the rig, and so this is the site where BST team completed drilling of a real borehole in the desert. It is approximately 50 kilometers from Dubai. As you can see, it was done in 2021, also approximately 4 years ago, and still the rig is in operation. We are in constant contact with this client in the UAE. And after BST completed the drilling, then they started teaching the local team how to operate the machine, and they started operating the drilling rig independently under close supervision of BST technical team, as you can see on the video. So now you can see they are connecting the pipe, lifting the pipe, and if necessary, BST specialists, they give their advice, give their consultation how to do this or that step in a proper way. Okay, dear friends, now it's time to make a conclusion. Now you have seen the 6 basic advantages of BST company. And when you ask, oh, why is your drilling rig more expensive than the drilling rig, for example, made in China, in India, or in other country, here is the very transparent and vivid explanation, because we have the following advantages of our machines, such advantages as local availability, long service life, lifetime customer support, spare parts availability, free training program, and commissioning support. And all of these advantages, they make a difference when we implement all of these factors in our drilling machine. Finally, you get a product that will work for many, many years. And not only it will work, it will generate real income for you. And you will not have big headaches how to repair it. You will not headaches about downtime period, headaches about commissioning, about customer support, about spare parts, because we handle all of the questions. Not only we give the metal, a specific piece of metal to you, we provide this very, very complex scope of advantages and bonuses. And on the right side, you can see the picture. It's GBU-30L. Just several days ago, we dispatched this drilling rig from our office in Abidjan, in Côte d'Ivoire. And I'd like to say that we dispatch such products almost every day in our offices in Africa. Every day, on a daily basis, from Côte d'Ivoire, from Senegal, from Zambia, Kenya, Tanzania, and other countries. Now we are opening a new office in Togo this year. I will show you the map later. Ask yourself a question. Why do these people buy these drilling rigs? Why do they do this? Because there are other models on the market with the price which is 3 times less expensive than our drilling machines. There are drilling rigs which cost only 10,000, but still, why do they purchase a drilling rig with the price of 36,000 US dollars? And they are buying and buying these drilling machines on a daily basis. Think about it, and actually the answer to this question is on this slide. So you can read all of the advantages about BST company, and then it will be very transparent and very clear for you. As for BST offices in Africa, so as I mentioned, now we have several own offices. One own office in Côte d'Ivoire, one own office in Senegal. So this is not the authorized branch, it's our full office that we control. And we have several authorized offices in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Zambia. And this year, in July, we are opening, actually we have already registered the company. We have opened a new office in Togo, and several drilling rigs will be supplied there in Togo. The first machines will appear already this month. So currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offices of BST in Africa. So in order for you to find the office which is closest to you and to get the details of this office, I suggest that you contact our team, our international team. It is Denis Romanov, it's me, head of sales department. It is Mr. Saad Daoudi. He is the director of our offices in Côte d'Ivoire and in Senegal. And Mr. Soliou Soumaila, he is a sales engineer and also the director of BST office in Togo. So feel free to contact our team. All of these numbers are in WhatsApp numbers. You can send a message and we will be happy to direct you to the right office in Africa. Thank you for watching. Now the webinar is over and see you next time. Bye-bye.